We continue now from Albertslund pilot, activity-based lighting solutions in Tall Living Lab. Søren, are you ready?
Yes, I believe I am. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can see you. As I understood, you will shortly introduce this video and later it will be presented. So, floor is yours.
All right. I believe there should be a video shown now that was made by the Doll Living Lab in Albertslund. So I hope you are able to run that now. It's a short video showing the different installations and the different types of technology that are currently being applied at the LUCIA part of the project.
The Doll Living Lab, Europe's leading playground for intelligent lighting and smart city services. Together with our partners, we are currently testing how to create better lighting with less energy and more added services, benefiting both citizens, cities, and manufacturers. Explore a wide variety of innovative use cases as part of our European LUCIA project, using cutting-edge technology and pioneering solutions. Doll presents a LUCIA case study in Albertslund, Light in a Box. Along a 600 m long bicycle path in Albertslund, our partners are testing intelligent infrared sensors to control the light. All light heads come with Saga sockets, where the fitted intelligent sensors can create a light in the box effect around the oncoming cyclist, leaving enough light around to safely navigate. An extra battery-driven sensor is mounted to extend the signal from connecting sensors in the network. The Saga revolution. There's no question that Saga sockets are revolutionizing the lighting industry and the possibility to integrate third-party sensors, which can make for a powerful solution offer for cities. Less talked about is the way Saga also encourages a more collaborate approach in the industry, in this case between Deluxe, Comlight and Signify and its CityTouch technology. Here, the top of the fixtures is equipped with a RGBW uplight, which can be used to display useful information to users of the area. For more information on the LUCIA installations at Albertslund, please visit the website. The project was funded by the EU's Baltic Sea Region Development Fund.
Thank you very much. I think that concluded the video made by the Doll Living Lab people. I believe you should be able to see my slides at this time, starting with a very big logo of the company I represent. My name is Søren Refsgaard. I represent Seneco, a Danish company who does intelligent streetlight controls. We work with both connected solution and motion-based detection within the luminaire controls. We believe that having luminaire controllers, luminaires with controllers can benefit greatly in many different ways. The most obvious, of course, is the way it affects the people who live in the area where we are using motion-based controls. The motion-based work, as the video explained, with what we call light in a box. You should imagine you walk down the street, you pass under a luminaire with a motion sensor, but all the luminaires does have a motion sensor included. When you pass this luminaire, you will not only light up the luminaire you pass, but for instance, 4 luminaires to both sides of you. So this is a light in the box that the video are talking about. So when you move down the street, you will always have full illumination of 5, 7, 9, or whatever amount of luminaires. So the pocket of light you're in is actually quite big, but it's only illuminated for the time where you're actually using the light. This is what we call the visual comfort, or the comfort of the road users. So by using motion detection for the controllers in the luminaires, you will have the correct amount of light when you're actually using the road, and you will, as the slides will later show, save a lot of energy when the roads are not used. So for the city life, or the users of the road, you have the visual comfort, you have the right amount of light when it's needed, and you have thereby the added public safety. You will never enter a dark area. You will always have the full illumination on your parking lot. You will be able to see the cyclist ahead of you when you come in a car. So public safety is definitely a big part of it. On the environmental part, there is a lot of energy saving that can be obtained by using connected solution and motion-based connected solution. Of course, the saving greatly depends on how you set the different luminaires, how low you want the light to be when there's no activity, how high you want it to be when there is activity, how long you want the luminaires to stay on, and of course, how many luminaires you light up when there is a motion. But this will, in any case, significantly reduce light pollution. You can say it's also future-proof because it will enable you to implement more features in the future. And one that's not mentioned here is also you do have a great deal of fauna protection. I have heard that bats was mentioned earlier, but a cycle path with full illumination does look like a block for an animal who wants to cross it, and you can avoid this. For the city management, there's also a great number of benefits. I heard the speaker just before me telling that all the data might not all be relevant, but I do believe they are for the city management because they can do detailed fault finding. They can have detailed information how their installation are operating, which gives them access to a huge amount of savings in the maintenance part, simply because they know where it's happening, what is happening, and how to fix it. And all in all, this will give you a fairly high return of investment. Of course, very much dependent on how you utilize the system and how big the system is. To give you an example, Seneco believes that, and this is why I call it a bold statement, connected solution works and motion control works. We have been working with this for over 7 years, and we have many, many thousands of installation. One of our larger installation is the entire island of Bornholm in the Baltic Sea, where there's presently almost 7,400 luminaires with motion detections installed. As an example, this is one part of a village on the island of Bornholm that has been utilizing this for more than 3 years. There are 108 luminaires in this installation. They're between 30 and 40 watts, and there's one gateway-enabled connection from the installation to the LMS and dashboard system behind it. This picture is from the dashboard system that Seneco provides. And to get back to the energy part of it, the standard consumption of this installation doing normal light on hours, this was made from December 14th till January 13th, a year ago. These luminaires would, on normal condition, have consumed just below 2,000 kilowatt hours in this month. The real consumption of this site was little less than 700 kilowatt hours in that month, giving you a saving of almost 1,300 kilowatt hours in that month. So you're spending about a third of the energy you would normally do if you had not used motion detection on a site like this. Motion detection has become a lot easier in the last couple of years. Previously, you had to build the controller into the luminaires. Nowadays, sockets is the thing to have and the way to go. So motion detection, connected solution can be attached externally on the luminaires, which means you can procure your luminaires and your control system separately. You do not have to be linked to one luminaire manufacturer or one controller manufacturer. This is from the installation in Albertslund, the cycle path of about 500 meters that we now have up and running. And as you can see, there's quite a distance between the luminaires. But because we illuminate 9 luminaires every time a sensor is activated, the sensors do not have to reach the entire distance between the luminaire. They only have to detect who passes under each luminaire. And this gives you the light pocket that ensures that as you're using the cycle path, the village way, the main road, whatever installation, wherever this installation is, you will have a light pocket of a certain distance. You might not even see the light dim up and down because it'll be 4 or 5 luminaires ahead of you. I will also say, as was mentioned by the previous presenter, that you can see the dimming up and down. This is actually not entirely true. Normally, an installation will be done with a dim up time of about 3 seconds, which of course you can see, but it's not very drastic. And dim down is usually done between 10 and 15 seconds, which you can absolutely not see unless you're directly staring at it. So the comfort zone and the comfort level is actually quite high. Just to end my short presentation, controllers come in a lot of different forms, both with and without sensors. They can be mounted externally on luminaires as a Saga or an on-pole device, as we call this little gadget here in the bottom. You have controllers for built-in and for connectivity alone as a Saga. There's different sensor solution. In Seneca, we all use peer sensors for our detection. And of course, we have the back-end system with a gateway, a security dongle to when you do your installation, and our dashboard and light management system. I will say when we do a photo installation or photo update, as was mentioned previously as well, you can do it from the dashboard system if you have a gateway, or if you do not have a connected solution with a gateway, you can upload the firmware to one luminaire and it will spread to the west without any further effort. I don't know if I was fast or slow, but this was a presentation I had for you today. If there's any questions, I would be very pleased to have them.
Thank you very much, Søren. I think you were just in time. I have only one question. I think we don't have more time for questions. So if you think about your pilot, what is the most important thing you want to highlight?
I would very much like to highlight that the pilot shows a system that's been up and running for many years. But at this pilot, everybody can go out and experience how this pocket of light, functions. You can see it during the night. So if you stand still long enough, and you do have to stand still for a while, the lights will dim down to about 25%. If you move, you will see it. The luminaires next to you will all illuminate. I think this installation is set for 3 luminaires to each side, plus the one you're standing under. So by waving your hand, you will illuminate 7 light points. I would also like to point out that this is a fully functional system. We have been selling and installing this for the last 4 years, and it is a proven concept. I believe that motion detection should be the way the municipalities should think about it when they consider connected solution. It's a fairly simple add-on to a connected solution, but the benefits are extremely great.
So if we want to point out what is most important, we can say also, let's say, such way and shorter way. One thing in your pilot is higher flexibility. Another thing is higher energy efficiency.
Yes, correctly.
Thank you very much, Søren.
You're welcome.
Well done.